Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I bring this warm look, another warm tone look. I know, I promised that I was going to bring a colorful look and unfortunately I failed to that. But there's a reason behind it because I wanted to give you guys a little bit of the new products that I've been getting. And I kind of wanted to get this video out of the way. Well, videos, because the previous one, which I will leave in the description box, also incorporated new products. But the following video to this one, it will be either a vlog of me doing Christmas shopping with my sister or a colorful look. But I promise I'm actually filming a colorful look. So if you want to stay tuned for that and see my artistic side, make sure you subscribe somewhere. I'm going to start with some concealer on my eyeballs. Ooh, I'm already going to be breaking shit already too early. Anywho. I'm having a good brow day. Like, these brows are from the morning. Like, I came home from work and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna film. And I removed all of my makeup off my brows because they stayed in place, man. Morphe, you're doing something to me. Alright, so now we're moving on to setting, and we're gonna be using this shadow here from the James Charles palette. I hope you guys can see the damn palette. You actually can if I do it on this side. But anywho, I'm using a Morphe brush from a rose gold collection. I don't know, they don't have names. It just came like in a rose gold collection, and they came with like the little, you know, brush holder cup thingy majingy. Now we're going to be taking this orangey shade here as transition. I have difficulty with saying transition. I'm gonna just say transition. And then go, let me know. But anywho, you guys know the drill. Blending this all over again, your crease area. I feel like it's no longer about teaching you the techniques nowadays on YouTube. It's more towards like the look, you know? But I'm the kind of person that likes to teach techniques. That's my thing. I actually messed up. I wasn't supposed to go first with the orangey shade. My plan was to go in with the bronzer, with this new bronzer all over the lid. But since we, you know, I'm going to take it all over the lid. There you go. All over. Because again, man, some days you just gotta work with what you gotta work. So because I didn't go in with the bronzer that I was planning to, I'm actually going to intensify this orange more here on the lid than what I'm going to intensify it on the outer area. Because again, once we apply this orangey shade on the lid, we're not going to be applying anything on top. That's going to be like our base type of shadow. Alright, now that you have that orangey shade blended all over your eye, I'm going to move on to this one right here. And I'm taking the Mikasa E330 brush. Double verify. Yep, E330. And I'm going to be taking that shade just right on the outer area. Remember, we blended that orange more so on the lid because, again, that's going to be our base. And we're going to start intensifying, but just here on the outer area. So tap and then blend. But focus this on the outer area again. As you can see, you're starting to add more depth to the outer area and build it to as much as you like. I am going to be taking another shadow from the palette. You guys know me, I build shadows on shadows on shadows. That's just my technique to make it look very gradient. But anywho, I know I promised I was going to bring a colorful look, but because I am going to be trying out some more new products that I just got, I was like, you know what, let me do one more warm tone look, and then I promise I'll have a colorful. So stay tuned because I'm gonna have a colorful, I promise. Just in case it starts looking very harsh here in between the orange and the brown, taking that primary brush, you can just blend it to again diffuse both of the shades, because at some point it can start looking very harsh. So with no extra product and the prior brush, just blend out. Now I'm going to move on to the third shadow, potentially last. We don't know yet because I always get crazy and want to add another shadow on top. I'm going to be taking this third shade here. I feel like I've used these in a prior video. I have, knowing me, you probably have. Anyways, with the smaller fluffy brush, and this one's the M514, I'm going to be adding this to the outer area. You know what? It's actually similar to the other look, except that instead of adding the yellow, we're maintaining that orange there. So if you watch my prior video, you know what I'm talking about. Yes, I'm actually going to go in with one last shade. I promise this is the last one. I'm going to be taking this black one right here. Very, very minimal, not too much. So you don't want to be too extra. Again, we're not going to be adding too much black on the top area. But we're going to be adding some just to define. And again, just keeping it very low, just in this outer area. Just here as low as possible, but enough to be able to view it. And for it to look diffuse, connecting it with that brown, just keeping it again low in this outer area. Alright, so we added that black, just kind of a little bit of, ooh, mascara is dropping. Anywho, I'm going to be trying some new eyelashes that I got in the mail, of course in the mail. Also by Baddie B lashes. These are in the style Fuckboy, but I don't know how I feel about them. And if it's because I've been using Instaho every day and I'm just kind of like, I mean, the hairs are super long, like really long, so we're just gonna give it a shot. So this was like very random last minute. I'm gonna be taking some pigment, and it's by MAC Cosmetics in Reflex Bronze. I don't know if it's one of the staple MAC kind of pigments, or it's just from the holiday collection, but anyways, I'm gonna be applying it here, where basically I was gonna leave that blank area orange, but I'm just gonna give it, you know, some pop, just tapping it on here. Oh, that looks really pretty. Like, you might not be able to see it on camera, but this looks pretty in person. So I'm gonna get up close and personal. I don't know if you can see it, kind of, maybe. Well, I decided that I am going to be applying glitter, and I'm taking this one by Urban Decay. It's the shade Midnight Cowboy, and I'm applying it in the very inner corner, just like this. With the glitter basically just in this inner corner area. So just, I mean, even by looking at the mirror, you'll see this inner corner lid space, and that's where I'm just going back and forth with applying the glitter. Playing myself. Look how cute these are. Like, oh my god, they're so cute. Finally, prayers have been answered. Like, sometimes I would have to take like a makeup wipe, like in a plastic bag, just one. I know it's gonna come back late from somewhere where I'll be removing my makeup from the car, but these are so convenient. Like, you don't even need to set one from your big pack and put it in a Ziploc. While I do some cleaning, I mean, when am I gonna move? Oh, look at how clean and perfected this looks. I don't know how I quite feel yet about the eyelashes. Like, they're pretty, but I don't know, I feel like the hairs are so long to the point where, like, I don't know, they feel very cheap. I don't know, that's just me personally. I think I just have to grow into these lashes. Down to skin, I'm going in with my favorite foundation and a buffing brush from Makeup Geek. This one is the face buffer brush. I remember this brush used to be my favorite back in the days. It kind of still is, but honestly, I just grabbed it out of my tin of brushes right now. I was like, I need a brush for foundation, and guess what? So it happened that this was it. I like brushes to apply foundation, don't get me wrong, but sometimes, you know, a beauty sponge blends out everything so seamlessly, and it gets in those areas that the brush can't. Like, for instance, I didn't apply foundation there because obviously that big old brush don't fit there, so, and I didn't want it to move my brow product. I'm using a new beauty sponge. My sister gave me this one, and again, if you are one of my subscribers and watch my videos constantly every time I upload, you know that the Morphe beauty sponge, the red one with the flat top, is my favorite. But I've been using this one, giving it a try. See how I like it. I love that it's nude, but it gets dirty super quick. Now, this is the reason why I love the Morphe beauty sponge so much, is because the eyebrow area has that flat top, so it's easier to blend it out without having to move any brow product. Like right here, I have to be very careful, and it's hard to blend close to the brow. I'm blending out my concealer to define those areas and create those shadows, because again, we have imperfections that we don't like. For example, in my nose. It is cool because makeup can fix it. So I really don't want to bake, so I'm going to be taking my Charlotte. Oh, I got some pigment on this brush. I for sure don't want pigment. Well, there is one to set. You know what? Alright, back to regular program. We are going to set the chin, the forehead on here. This is my favorite powder. Like, oh, it just looks so smooth wherever you apply it. And I don't like to bake on my forehead or chin. I used to, but I feel like it's not necessary to waste so much product. I think for the under eye, I'm going to go ahead and just set. I'm going to bake a little bit on this area because I am going to be going in with dark shadows. So any fallout, of course, I want that translucent powder to catch. Don't take too much bake, just on this area here. Taking the new KKW Beauty Black eyeliner, and this is from their, I guess, the Glam Bible collection that she recently launched, and I've actually used this for 3 days now straight, and this eyeliner is so good. Like, when I apply it in the morning, like at 8 in the morning, because that's when I have my makeup done, and I get home, my black liner is still in place. Like, it doesn't move. And I tried so many black eyeliners and none can compete to my regular MAC Cosmetics Feline Kohl pencil, but this one, it's up there. Taking that black shadow, and with a flat defining brush, I'm going to define the bottom lash line here. Again, that is the reason why I'm baking, because of the heavy shadows that I'm going to use, aka black. Now that I've applied that black, I'm going to be taking the first shade we used, the orangey one, in a small pencil brush, and underneath that black, just blend it out and diffuse it. Again, you don't want to blend all over the black, but underneath it, just to smoke out that bottom area. Now that the bottom lash line is done, I'm going to be taking a new product to me. I'm late to the bandwagon as always. The single powder contour in shade 5 from KKW Beauty. I love that these products feel high-end because of how good the actual product is and like the quality of the material. And I'm taking a Morphe A4 brush. Oh, this is a very old brush. Lord Jesus, I'm always late to these bandwagons, like no joke. You see, I'm like connecting this shadow with this bronzer on this side over here. So now I'm going to go ahead and move on to a new blush, also part of the KKW Beauty Glam Bible collection. Like, I just love her makeup line. Like, the theme is very neutral. The colors are more like everyday, kind of for that consumer that's not, you know, a makeup artist or someone who's out there, you know, creating back-to-back looks. They just want something natural. Anywho, this is in the shade Luxe. Super pretty. I've also been using this one and love. Like, I really like this blush. Another product that I didn't think I was gonna love, but I'm in love, is the Juvias, what is it, Juvias Place, I'm gonna call it Juvias Palette, or Palace, but it's Juvias Place, and it's this highlighter in the shade Nefertiti. Anywho, this I cannot describe what this product is. Like, it's like a pigment, loose shadow, but I don't know, like the way that it just applies and blends is just really, really gorgeous. Like, I'm talking about, it's not, I don't know, it gives me the feels of a wet highlighter, but at the same time, this highlighter I love so much, and I've only been using it for like 4 or 5 days. It's because, again, I have pores and certain highlighters do make your texture come out, but this highlighter, like, I'll apply it and it doesn't like bring out my texture. Like, it just blends so good. Like, can you see that? Can you see that? I am in love. Actually, my boyfriend bought it for me, so shout out to my boy. because he got it for me. I was like, babe, I'm trying to buy something. Can I use your debit card? And he was like, yeah, grab it. And I was like, order. But anyways, I am in love with this highlighter. If you're looking for a loose highlighter, I recommend this one from Juvias Place in the shade Nerfettiti. Alright, and I'm going to be taking cork lip pencil. Just got to sharpen it because I hate when my lip pencils are not like defined. And I'm going to be taking, like, I have a couple of lipsticks and glosses on here that, like, literally I haven't used in the longest, and I feel like I need to start using them rather than getting new products and then eventually just stashing them away. Currently in debate with the MAC matte lipstick and Honey Love or the ColourPop lipstick and Quickie. I'm kind of in debate. I don't know. Let's go ahead and, yeah, let's do Honey Love first. I hate how on camera certain lipsticks look nude, but in person, this is like a cool tone nude pink. You know what? Let's go ahead and top it off with Quickie. This is a really gorgeous shade too. I think this one was in the Makeup Shayla and ColourPop collection. Let's go ahead and do, should we do? Yeah, let's do this one by NYX. It's in the shade SVLG03. Let's see. Oh yeah. Well, this is the final look. So far, I mean, I love the products so much. Well, the eyelashes, I don't know. I'm still kind of like, I need to grow to liking them. Maybe because I've been using Insta so much, and this is a new style for me. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, they look really nice, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a crazy fan of them. But other than that, I mean, I love the rest of the products that I received. They're so good. Again, I will bring a colorful look here pretty soon, so make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to do that. Because if you don't subscribe, you're going to end up searching me up, and then you don't want to go through the hassle. You just already want to be subscribed and get that on your notifications. So